pretty high. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. Oh, wrong speech. Hello, classmates. I have a dream. No, that's not it either. Dang it. Okay, third time's the charm. Class of 2015, what up? Nailed it. I am honored to have been selected to speak to you, my classmates, one last time. It's hard to believe that once the last names have been read and the last cap has hit the ground, we will all go our separate ways and live completely new lives. Whether it be in college, the workforce, or the military, or whatever endeavor you choose to pursue. Crazy, right? We can totally go to the bathroom without raising our hand now. I know, I'm super excited about that too. My plan was to come out here and give you all the best speech 20 minutes of effort could give you. But in reality, this was not as easy as I had hoped. Saying goodbye never is. To make it easier, I thought I would share a story I heard the other day, and it helped give me a new perspective on life. It was a lesson a philosophy teacher taught his students. The teacher cleared off his desk and placed on top a few items. One of the items was an empty mason jar. He proceeded to fill up the jar with golf balls until it could fit no more. He looked at the classroom and asked the students if the jar was full. Every student agreed that the jar was indeed full. The teacher then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar with the golf balls. The pebbles filled all of the openings in between the golf balls. He asked the students if the jar was full. Once again, they agreed. Now the teacher picked up a bag of sand and poured it into the mason jar. The sand filled in all the empty space left between the golf balls and pebbles. He asked the class again if the jar was full. The students agreed it was technically full. Finally, the teacher pulled out 2 cups of coffee from under his desk and poured both of them into the jar, filling the empty space between the sand. Now the students began to laugh, wondering how this was going. The teacher waited until the laughter stopped. I want you to recognize this jar represents your life, he stated. The golf balls represent the important things, your family, children, health, friends, and passions. If everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles represent things in your life that matter, such as your job, house, and car. The sand, that is everything else, the small stuff. If you put the sand in first, there'll be no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same goes for your life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you'll never have room for the things that are most important. Pay attention to the important things in your life. Enjoy time with family. Go to dinner with your spouse. Play games with your kids. There will always be time to clean the house or take yourself shopping. Take care of the golf balls first things. They matter. The rest is just really sand. You're dismissed. Before the students left, one shouted out, "You never mentioned what the coffee represents." The professor smiled and said, "Well, I'm glad you asked. The coffee just shows you that no matter how full your life may seem, there's always room to have coffee with a friend." This is a great way to look at your life, because too often we get so caught up in the stress and the fuss of everyday life that we sometimes forget to live. Having your priorities straight allows for clarity of thought and allows for happiness. To me, happiness is the most important thing in life. Just don't allow yourself to get caught up in the dogma of everyday life and just stop and enjoy it. Though our paths may never cross again, I can rest easy as long as I know you are all thinking of the golf balls in your lives. Thank you.